Welcome, Black Hollywood Live fans. You are watching the After Show for Greenleaf, where tonight we talk Kevin's Big Confession with Mr. Ty White. Stay tuned for more. Welcome, Black Hollywood Live fans. Wow, what an episode of Greenleaf tonight. I'm sure you guys are quite excited to get down to business with Mr. Ty White.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I love coming here. This is like my 30th time being here.
Well, as you guys know, my name is Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaka Strong.
You already know you can find me everywhere at Mr. Carter.
Hey guys, good to be back. You guys can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeStace. And to my right is introducing
Ty White. You can find me at We Want Ty White across all of them.
Do we want Ty White though?
You got to.
I just wanted to make sure.
I
just wanted to make
Give him
sure.
a follow.
Yeah.
Man, what an episode.
Oh my God.
This is definitely one of the biggest bombshell episodes.
Yeah.
Just from the emotion was very deep. Regina King directed this episode, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Regina King, who's amazing.
Man, she's amazing.
Her
Oh
career
She's
is
my
amazing.
gosh, love you.
Lord.
You.
So I just wanted to, before we even get into it, what was that experience like?
Just working with her was just amazing. You know, she's been in the game a very long time, and not just like kind of slightly doing it. She's been like a beast
Brenda,
for years.
right?
Brenda. Like I whispered when you were talking, I was like, Brenda, man. So it was an honor to not only, just be in her presence in general, and then she taught me so many things. She's just so a wealth of knowledge and just giving. So it was an honor just to kind of have her direct what ended up being like I'm not gonna spoil it, but the most important scene that Kevin and Charity have had to date.
Yeah, this was
since the show's inception.
This is what we were waiting for.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Were there any moments while she was directing that you were like nervous about something she said, and you were like, okay, I'll just trust it?
No, not at all. Cause she we did like a workshop because this is like a big thing. So normally, we don't really rehearse scenes. We just kind of go into the day and just whatever each actor is gonna bring, that's what we bring. But she had been watching in dailies from episode 1, and we knew she was gonna direct episode 12 since like the beginning.
Yeah.
So it just so happened that this fell in her lap, and we were so lucky to have her be the one to direct this episode. And she was just working with her and her guiding the scene and being open to our suggestions, because we said a lot of the stuff wasn't even written at first.
Wow.
And we took it to that next level. We said, no, it has to be more because everybody's been waiting for this moment.
Right.
And it was just great. It was great working with her.
Look at you collab. I
She's
love
dope.
it.
She's dope.
Yeah.
Man. I want her to direct again.
Well, let's
I
dive.
have a huge girl crush on you, so
Yeah, man,
love you,
she's
Regina
hard.
King.
Let's dive into that Kevin Charity relationship. We started
Yeah.
off the top, keeping your private life private. One thing you said during the watch was, how come he's in that living room? Don't they have a billion other rooms?
Man, somebody on Twitter started that, and it was just funny, and I thought it was funny. You got all them bedrooms in that big mansion.
Okay, in that hotel.
He couldn't find a space.
And they got him out there for the family. You see Lady Mae looking at him like he crazy, like, why you still on the couch? But I responded to somebody. I was like, man, we got a TV show.
Right.
Otherwise, I've been like, man, if you ain't gonna let me back in this
money
bed, I'm going to a hotel. I'm out. Like, it's not happening.
Right?
It's not happening.
Well, what did you guys think about the evolution of that? I mean, I guess from the date and then finding out he didn't do anything, because, with all the swiping, we figured by now he had to have gotten into something. What do y'all think about that?
Well, first off, shout out to the chat room. We see y'all.
Yeah.
We here. What's up? The dinner.
Yes.
I like how old boy was like, well, why are we here? Like, if you're not this, why did we even go to dinner?
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all wanted to just be friends, you could have called them. You could have texted them. Y'all didn't have to go out.
Could have hollered at him.
Exactly. So I was like, yeah, I understand. That was like a period point blank. So why are we here? I understand the confusion, but if you're not trying to dabble, then it's
But you just said it.
right.
Oh, Kevin was trying to dabble.
Yeah,
Kevin was trying to put, at least let me.
There was some tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what y'all.
Yeah, I'm like tell us if we're right, because
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
you are Kevin right now. So
that's where I'm at.
for me, it's like Kevin said, let me test the waters and see how far I can go, and also see how strong he was. Because what was so interesting about his confession to Charity is, I haven't done anything, but we as audience members are like, you've done so much.
Right, on that
but
app.
at the end of the day, he really hasn't. He hasn't made it a serious move in the sense, So for him, dinner was again, let me test the waters. Let me see how far I can go without getting in trouble. It's just like, hey God, I know I did this little sin.
That's an affirmative step, though. Like
it was,
yeah.
but he's tested so much as what it is. When you download an app, that's test number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, when you swipe right or left, test number 2.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna test to 5 and see if I can even get. Like that's what I feel like because we've been walking with Kevin through this journey. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think testing is more like if it goes another way, things could be different. To me, it's not testing. He's just going down the path.
Yeah.
Like he's walking towards slow walking, but
But
he's not.
walking.
He's not testing. He's just finding his groove and how quick he's good with stuff.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit of everything you guys said. He's definitely testing the waters.
Right.
You can't go to dinner
To dinner.
in that intimate setting. And
that was a nice
restaurant.
restaurant.
yeah. and I know. I mean,
There's candles.
I mean,
Oh, there's candles.
look, man, I ain't going. I'm not going to no dinners with my boys like that. So like, I'm gonna be like, man, we catch the game. So I know, So
Right,
he's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
testing the waters. I think where a lot of fans may not understand Kevin is that he is attracted to charity. It's not a lie. Like everybody's just like he's
course.
hiding.
Well,
Like
that was my
he's
question,
just
Yeah.
hiding. He's just
Yeah.
hiding and not being who he really wants to be. And we've constantly had discussions with this in the writers' room. Like, well, I'm not a writer, but I throw out things, and I'm like, I feel like it could be somewhat cliche to just be a guy in the closet, but let's give him another dynamic where he is attracted to men.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
And but he's also attracted to his wife. He's not a liar. He's not a liar.
I didn't get the sexual attraction. I got
totally
the
got it.
love. I got the I love you and I want to make this work. I just didn't get the like.
That I'm actually.
Yeah, like sexually.
Well,
this could
because
work,
we've never
yeah.
really seen any real intimacy
We haven't seen
between
it.
them
Yeah.
at all.
But why
Like they're the
haven't we
only
seen
couple we
intimacy?
really.
It's episode 12, guys. That's
Yeah.
actually that's a great point. We did see a nice love scene, maybe. See,
was
episode
like
1 or
one or
2.
two.
Yeah,
So
like
it
on the
was
couch
literally,
in the
yeah.
first couple episodes, like on the
Yeah,
couch,
yeah.
you guys kind of sat down next to each other. That was
Wow,
cute.
Kev.
But it's
Yeah.
never really been.
Discuss.
There's been no bedroom scenes. There's been no like,
Right.
baby. You know,
And then
I
when
wanna
she asked
love
him
you,
if he was
caress
gay,
you.
he like hesitated. Wouldn't you just be like, well, I definitely like you. I definitely like
No,
women.
what he said is, I don't know.
Right,
Remember
it's-
that
it's a struggle.
to me that
There's
was so
definitely
much
It's a
more
struggle. No,
beautiful.
he's
Yeah.
definitely attracted to men. Don't get it
Right.
twisted.
Right.
Do not get it twisted.
Right.
You
But
don't
it's
you
a
don't
struggle,
swipe
though.
and like
Okay.
do
And
all of
hide
that,
the app.
and hide the app. Like he's attracted to men. That is
Right.
not.
Yeah.
That is undeniable.
Right.
That is undeniable. But
So is he just figuring out if he's actually attracted? So really, the test is, am I still attracted to charity?
No, I think he might be figuring out maybe he's bi, maybe he is, because you made it so clear, like he loves his wife, he's attracted to his wife. Okay,
I
love,
just don't
attraction,
think you
I
get to
know,
figure
I
anything
know.
out once you already have what you want. That's what I think.
I feel you. on
Okay,
that. It's
I
like-
agree.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Shaka.
good point. It's a good point.
That's a good point.
There's
Good
a lot
point.
of candies I'm not sure I like, but I'll stick to my M&Ms because that's my shit.
Yeah.
okay. You don't ever dabble and grab some gushers.
Little Rolo?
Little gushers.
Little Rolo.
You know
you like some Rolo?
M&M down.
He said
But I am
gushers.
a-
Some Skittles.
Yeah.
You say Gushers. That's
Right.
really good.
I am a creature of
I
habit,
love
so
it.
maybe that's it.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
We had another, I guess, with Jacob now leaving to go to Triumph.
Yeah.
That was a huge part of the episode, but we didn't get the reaction we thought we would
I
get.
was gonna say the same thing. There was no explosion.
Yeah.
There
I
was
think
like-
that's best though.
Yeah.
We didn't have time for it. We really didn't.
Said didn't.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We
I feel
didn't.
you.
There's no.
I feel you.
Can Lady Mae and Bishop really handle another thing? Like even the way she reacted, she was like, I can't even get into that right now.
Yeah.
I'm pissed about that, but I'm pissed about so many other things. And Jacob leaving is huge, but at the end of the day, Jacob staying was doing what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Because that church didn't respect him.
they didn't.
No, they
left
didn't.
him
I mean,
at
they
the wayside.
kept playing them. You know,
Right.
they won't let them preach. They sat them down, and I mean, at some point, you have to, like Lady Mae said, be a man.
Yeah, you got to stand
Yeah,
on
be
your
a
2
man,
feet.
and you know, you got to show respect to your father of all people. Like you, like I'm always gonna respect my pops, but at the same time, this is a grown man. Jacob is
Like a
what?
family,
Jacob,
kids, or
35,
kids.
40,
Yeah.
and it's like at some point he has to come into his own.
Yeah.
and I think that's interesting to see what might happen.
Yeah, he's
No.
still living there, and Lady
Yeah.
Mae won't let him leave, though.
Yeah. That's just awkward. How you gonna get
Yeah.
dressed and go to Triumph and your daddy about to preach to you? You just be like, man, I want to go to this.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, like on Sunday morning, you get dressed, y'all get dressed.
Y'all get dressed to go to different
And you
churches.
be like, all right, see y'all
See you
later.
later.
Yeah, thing that you built.
Meet up for
Yeah.
dinner.
Okay, right.
And that was another thing I guess we got with Lady Mae and trying to preserve the church. And now we have this conflict of whether or not Gigi should be preaching because she's the one filling the coffers. But we kind of got Lady Mae, she got handed to her a little bit. What do you guys think about that?
I just think that
Connie.
I think it was so interesting that how many times they brought up the money thing.
Yeah.
Like I think they were trying to make a point with that in terms of this is a very serious conversation that probably happens behind closed doors. You know, like everybody who comes to church, when they give their tithe, they give their offering, whatever, they don't know everything about it. You know, you're blessing Jesus, you're praying, you're doing your thing, and you move on. So it was just so interesting. Even when Connie said it, she was like, I knew you listened to Reason. It's like, is Reason based on the money?
Yeah,
like,
clearly.
It was so based on the money, and then we talk about it again and again. And I just was like, they're not hiding it. I mean, within each other, it's so honest. It's like, yeah, it's about the money. Like,
But there is a place for that though, because the church has to keep the doors open.
They
the
do.
lights on.
I get
That's very
it.
true,
I
but
get it.
the type of lifestyle that they live, it's very apparent with their hotel, for one. And two, Lady
Hotel
Mae,
mansion.
even in her demeanor when she talks down places, for example, the place that she
River
mentioned.
Bluff?
Right. She was like, excuse me? Like, I would
like-
never go there. Like, don't ever belittle me. Like, how dare you? You feel me? So it was kind of like, it's clearly some bougetto-ness going on. And it's like,
Extra too.
yeah,
Extra
like,
for
you know,
sure.
so it's definitely about the money.
I think Connie
Definitely.
she was a little petty the way she stepped to her because it's like,
But she knew how to step to her.
No, did
In
she,
order to
though?
step to her, you need to get on her level. You can't just step to Lady Mae any old kind of way.
Okay,
you know
I get that. I get
so
that.
she had to come on her level, and she came.
Yeah, I feel
she
like
came with it.
she gave her that idea that the whole
She
deacon
with
board
it.
kind of was
Yeah.
behind
That's
this,
a
right?
good
So
point.
you did feel
That's
like
a good choice.
things might be
That's-
spiraling out of control for Bishop. I don't know.
she said, yeah, it was
It's
just-
spiraling out of control.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
it's hard,
It is.
folks. How can you hold? It's a lot to hold up. Like, I guess,
Man.
yeah, I just
Yes.
I say it every week. I've misjudged what the bishop has to do. I really did.
Everybody
it's
just
a
think the
lot.
bishop just be collecting checks.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He's literally
Play.
holding the church on his shoulders. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
And so, and then now you have, I guess, Gigi dealing with the fallout from Sophia having to leave. And so it looks like Sophia's going to be gone for the summer. And so what do you guys make of that? And how is that going to affect Grace? Because that's like her heart, you know?
Teardrops. Teardrops.
Moment of silence.
Sophia, that's my boo. Teardrops. I don't want her to leave.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how does that play into season 2? Like, is she going to be gone for a couple episodes?
I'm
or
guessing
are we
she'll be
coming
gone
back?
for like the summer and then, you know.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
I'm
trying
like,
to figure out. Are
it's
we
a
all coming
perfect
back?
season 2
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect season 2
Okay.
I
setup.
think she'll
Yeah.
be back season
Yeah.
one. I mean, episode
Season
one.
2.
That's what I would guess.
Right.
I was like,
I mean, she is a series regular, so I don't think she gonna be there.
I'm like, I'm
She
just-
gonna figure out there. She gonna be
just
there.
making sure. I'm like, oh, what does the summer look like? But
Summer look like the break in the show. That's
yeah,
what
okay, that's what I thought. Perfect. So we come back,
Right.
drop off. Great.
Yeah.
So I'll see you later. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was sad. What makes me sad is that I mentioned it while we were watching is that I wish she didn't call her dad to begin with.
Right.
I know, you know, Merle defended it 2 weeks ago or last week,
Yeah.
saying, listen, she's a kid. Of course, that's a reaction. It's a very, you know, understandable reaction, but the consequences have just been very
She probably
It's a
wish she
domino
probably
effect.
wish she didn't.
right.
But at the
You
same
know?
time,
Looks
you
like
know,
it-
that's one of the impulsive decisions you do as a kid. You're not
Yeah.
happy with what mom did, so you call dad. You're not happy with dad did, so you call
Call
mom. You know, you try to play them against each other.
I've been trying to
did
get
it.
him on. I did it too.
I did it.
I did it too.
Yeah,
I ain't
you-
never gonna
We
lie.
all
yeah,
did
you
it.
played.
There was a time like we lived like literally, I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 apartment buildings down from each other, and it got to a point to where it was like, you know what? If I'm not feeling you, mommy, I'm finna go down the street and stay with my dad, like for real.
Right.
So I can completely understand like playing your parents against
Right.
each other. You
Got
know what I'm saying?
to.
But not intentionally. Sometimes intentionally, but sometimes it's not.
I was
It was
always
just an
intentional.
emotional
Like
thing.
my mom never wanted me to go anywhere, and my dad would always be like, "Ask your mama." So I just be like, I would ask him first, but she said it was cool. He was like, "All right," and then they just find out
And then
later.
they talk, and you're like, I already went.
Wait a
So
minute.
please.
I didn't agree, right?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, never knowing the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's we'll see how that plays out. We had a little bit from Carissa and our mystery man.
Yeah,
Well, he was in there one or two of the earlier episodes.
Oh, because I
I
have
have
completely.
never-
It was
I
so
have
he was
missed-
he's a teacher at the school.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what episode. You could probably, IMDb it.
Okay, somebody in the comments on the chat, let us know if y'all remember that episode.
Yeah, he was I was about to say preaching. He was talking to the class, and it was like this.
Because we got a little bit
he was
of,
in there. He was in there, and they
But that's some tea.
we got some chemistry vibes there, right?
So can we just decide, is she cheating with him? What's going on?
I don't know if she cheated.
Or
Y'all,
is that
I
her-
can't take
what is
it.
going on?
Like, I'm not gonna be able to take it if that happens, y'all. That's gonna be a whole nother freaking unraveling of a story, y'all. I can't take it.
Well,
I can't take it. We have one episode left. I cannot take it. I can't take that.
You remember with Kevin and Adrian, those first couple of scenes, those couple episodes, those looks. And now we're getting like similar.
Them looks. Look, anytime you get a long look,
You know.
a long, like that look is just a little too long.
I love
Just a
that, like,
little too
an
long.
actor from the show is like, the looks mean something.
It means
Okay.
something, man.
I
You
love
every
that.
time you lock eyes and just hold it.
And just
Drag that eye when you turn it. Drag that eye when you turn it. You know something going on.
I want to know
You
because
know
I was
something
like,
going on.
The second episode. Okay, the one-on-one Brooks. The second episode. Okay.
because didn't we all feel like when Jacob was cheating, we were like, Chris is too strong just to be letting that happen, you know? But we just thought, okay, I guess she just let it happen.
Okay, now how mad or happy would we be if we find out that Carissa's actually been on the side boo this whole time?
That'd be funny.
I'd be upset if she didn't end it when things got better.
Look, they always say
Okay,
women
yeah.
cheat smarter. They always say
I'ma
women
be
cheat
say
smarter.
that.
They do.
Flabbergasted.
They do. I got
Okay,
stories
y'all,
from my past where I
flabbergasted.
thought I could tell you some stories about some exes, man.
Wow.
Man, they played your boy where you thought I was good.
Shut
And you
up.
turn, you like, hold on, you been cheating on me though? Oh, man. Yeah,
Carissa
so-
does have that. We don't have to
Yeah.
talk after the show, but Carissa does have that.
And she was like, she was sexy in those scenes with this guy.
Hell
like, there was like a
yeah.
sexiness to her.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and there was a glow. She
Yeah.
had a glow that she don't have with her husband, and I'm like, I'm not feeling that. What's going on? I'm not feeling that. I don't
need
know
to
what's
know.
going on.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's weird because I look at the guy and I was like, you look like her. You don't look like somebody that's her man. You look like her son.
Maybe someone she was having a little fun with.
Milf?
Yeah.
Well,
Or what-
clearly,
Oh my gosh,
clearly
guys.
something has happened because she was like, I'm letting you know
Right.
that my husband is gonna be around.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know this for a reason. He's like, okay, so why did she even have to say that?
Yeah.
If something didn't happen or if y'all, I can't take it.
Yeah.
I can't. Why? Come on now.
And speaking of the side piece warning, we get that other email from Noah to Gigi letting her know Isabel.
So let me read the comments right quick because Hampton and Shanti Nicole, Isabel gets on my nerves. I don't feel bad for her. That's unfortunate. I love that Hampton Blue said you never see two cats bumping, but you see dogs.
Question mark? That kind of flew over. That flew over my head. I don't get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Hey, but shout out to you because you be on Twitter.
Yes, you're the best. Thank you.
Brad Jones, thank you.
I think I know what Hampton Blue's saying. But
What does that mean?
Is it gay?
I
Is
think
it
he's saying gay. You never see two
okay?
girls
If she
being
doesn't-
gay, but you see two men being gay.
Right? Is that what you meant?
I could be wrong, but I think.
She deserves a side piece.
Well, we'll wait for clarification.
Okay,
But,
yeah, because he'll clarify.
Yeah, but what do you guys think about Isabel coming back in town and Gigi's reaction to that?
Well,
Right.
you know, I just.
We got a meme your face.
Okay, so that triangle is a little much for me. It's only much because it's so funny, like how twisted and like hilarious it really is. Because Isabel's saying, "Listen, you pissed me off, but I'm gonna give you one more chance." And instead of Noah deciding, "In this chance, I'm going to be sharp," a couple episodes he decided, "I'm not gonna do that." And then Gigi says, "Okay, you know what? You're not being sharp. I need to be sharp." And then he says, "Okay, let's both be sharp. I send you an email of sharpness. You say, why'd you send me an email?" And it's like, hey guys, Isabel's in town. Let's get it together. Like, decide what you both want to do. There's no decisions. And I get it because, like I said, it was so great having Merle here to describe the intimacies of, like, you know, these moments as characters. So you know that it's not as simple as, oh my gosh, like I'm over this person 20 years, whatever. Like, I get that. But make a decision.
Yes, they're playing
Make a
tit for
decision,
tat. I'm
okay?
so tired of the tit
Yeah,
for tat, y'all.
that's
Like,
all I'm asking.
seriously. And Hampton, Charlemagne the God quote, got you. Yeah, I'm just tired of the tit for tat with them too. It's like, make a decision. If y'all love each other, then okay, just be with each other. It's like the family, they gonna have to get over it.
Yeah.
You know, the fans, I think at this point, we're
be
probably
all right
more
with
so
it.
like, we want y'all to just go ahead
Yeah.
and
We need to
be
you to pick
together.
so we
like,
can invest in one of these relationships.
Exactly.
Exactly. I
Okay,
have to
because
decide who to
I just
like.
can't. I just can't do it.
Because sometimes I root for Isabel, and I'm like, girl. but
Oprah just said she watching us.
Oh,
Hey,
Oprah, shout out.
How you doing?
Okay, that doesn't happen every day, but whatever.
Yeah, she said she just tweeted it. So it's always nice when your boss is making sure that you don't mess up.
Shout out to Oprah.
That's amazing. Hello. But I want to like decide, do I want Isabel to win or do I want Gigi? And do I want them to win with Noah? That's just I just need to know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel any of that relationship tension as on the set? Do you like how much of that story do you get to see and observe?
Between Noah and Isabel and like the triangle. Well, it's behind the scenes. We're all family, so it's all fun. And it just depends on the scene and their preparation. Like when they're doing the breakup scene when they both had their backs to the wall, I think they might have been a little, standoffish against each other that day, just to make sure they were in the right headspace.
Right.
Like when Joy and I were doing the that big crying scene, it was just a weird energy that day because her and I are always like hugging and laughing and kicking it. But that day we're like really quiet, real quiet, and we both just kind of knew it. Nobody said anything, but. We just knew it had to be that way in order for the performance to come out right, and we hope it did.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Honestly, if we flip back to that scene for a quick second, that was so emotional.
My heart was beating so fast, y'all.
That was a lot.
And it went
It
0
was
to
fun,
60
man.
so quick because you saw it coming, then all of a sudden it was just heart-wrenching to watch him have to explain this to her and not have the answers that she needed to hear.
Right.
Somebody in the comments said that they thought you were gonna lie and say I'm attracted to women or like another woman because she was like, "Are you attracted to another woman?"
She gave you an
and
out.
then you said, "Yeah."
Yeah, I just don't think that's who Kevin is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I'm
that's
so glad.
and that's that's what I keep getting to. Yet he is a man that is struggling with something, a part of himself, but he's not a liar. And if he was a liar, he might just say, "Yeah, it's another woman." And no woman wants to hear that, but it's easier to hear than you know what.
Yeah.
I have feelings towards men too, so I think that it's Kevin is a complex guy, and it's he's just. He's all over the place right now.
That's what I like about the show is they show you the layers of all these characters. They are all they're people. They're complex.
No one's perfect on the show. That's what's amazing. But what's interesting is why did you leave the waiting room? She said leave and you actually left. I don't get it.
Well, I can say a couple of things. Me, I'm not leaving.
You as Ty.
Ty White is not leaving.
Okay.
I'm not
Cool.
leaving my
Cool.
kids.
Cool.
I'm not leaving to make sure that my twin boys are going to be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think right now he is so broken. Broken, and you're dealing with somebody, you don't want to upset her anymore. She's already been rushed to the emergency room, so if you say no, I'm not leaving, who knows if that'll put her in another where she has another so you just kind of you got to listen to her. You got to listen to her and reluctantly leave. So I don't think Kevin
Even
left.
hide in the bathroom?
Yeah, Kevin didn't leave the hospital, but he walked out of the room.
Oh,
because,
okay. I can deal with that.
he walked out of the room. Like
can
you
deal with
just
that.
want to make sure that your babies are okay.
Do you think he should have waited? Should he wait to tell her this news?
No, I don't think so.
That's a good question.
I mean, yes and no, because you don't want keep going back to he's not a liar. He doesn't want to keep lying.
Yeah.
No, if you,
So if he waits until after the babies are born, then that's another 3-4 months or whatever, wherever
just
we're at
not
not confronting his own issue head on.
Yeah.
And I think at this point it's been lingering for so long,
Too long.
that he has to address it.
Yeah.
And Charity, like I said, they said in the very first episode, "I love you, you are my best friend." So if he can't be real with her, and even though he doesn't want to be, then who can he be real with?
and that's the thing, like if he would have waited, I think we don't know what Kevin would have done on the other side, because what's been so interesting about you is that you still haven't made any direct moves, on the other way. So it's like, if you would have waited, and the couch was getting comfortable. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen.
Right, that's
we
what I'm
just don't
saying.
know.
Like he was already it was already getting too bad. She already shut you out completely.
Yeah.
So letting it go on, she already was like, until you tell me, I'm not dealing with you.
Yeah.
So you had no choice.
I mean, he could have
had
lied
to-
about something
he
and
had
said,
to say
it's another
something
one,
to
but it's not who he is.
Exactly.
It's not who he
appreciate
is.
that.
And she
Exactly.
and Charity had like a sense. It almost seemed like she kind of knew. I don't know.
She was like,
I don't think.
I don't, she didn't know that. She didn't know that.
But remember,
she
we
thought
thought
it was
the
another
choir,
woman.
We thought the choir director was gonna out him. No, that's
Yeah.
we thought. My prediction was the choir director was gonna have something to do with outing
You're
you.
right.
I did not think that you were going to be man enough to confess
Yeah.
because of the whole. I'm gonna hide the app and I'm in front of her on the couch
Yeah,
with the
he
app.
didn't seem
you
like
know.
the type that would be
Yeah,
like
you just seemed like
moved
you
by
was
the
like,
truth.
I'm
Yeah.
done with her.
Well,
Like,
this is what you have to deal with. Though. This is why it's so layered because as much as he took 2 steps forward to exploring this other side of his sexuality, when she called his card, like you're gonna tell me, it just put him in a place where he's like, I might lose this woman. I might lose her if I don't fix this. If I don't fix this, so like it's all over the place, man. It's not just
Hey, I'm rooting
like
for him. I'm
like
rooting
he's
for
not
him.
like I said before. There is no heterosexual man that's gonna do what Kevin is doing. So there's definitely something going on there, but it's not as straightforward as he's just a liar.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not just a
No,
out
of
liar.
course.
Like I am only attracted to you. Are a front. You're not what I'm interested at all. And that's the way I try to play it now. Whether or not we continue to go that way within the story, I don't know. I can't predict that, but I do know that it's more interesting when you give someone layers.
Yes,
and you
all day.
and you play with that duality of where he is in terms of his sexual spectrum.
Well, I like that he.
That's what Oprah told me. She did. She was like, she said it's a spectrum. She said it's a
It's a
spectrum.
spectrum.
She said
I like
0 to
that.
10. She's like, where are you at
Where
on
are
that?
you at?
Where is Kevin at?
Wow.
wait,
So-
where is Kevin? Are you at a 7 or are you at a 9?
I can't say that because I don't know.
He hasn't acted, so
I
I,
don't-
think
he's-
Kevin is like at like a 5 because he's on the app and
Okay,
he's
okay.
sings, he's hanging out, but he hasn't fully acted. Like there's
think-
no touch,
I
there's no
think
hug. So
I
I think he's like at a
candle dinner.
4-ish.
that might, yeah.
The candle dinner is a 6.
That dinner will swing you a little bit more.
I think a 5,
So
y'all.
he
5
might have
and a
been at
half.
like a 3 just looking, but then when you get that dinner,
6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
They
dinner.
were candles. They were candles.
Yeah.
Okay?
And a nice
no
restaurant.
one's taking me out for candles.
Well,
Okay?
I like the episode with Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. So I like that Kevin conquered that emotion. But we had another conquering, and that's Mavis and Gigi. She has conquered. Why is she still there? What do you guys think of that?
Cousin Noah.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
know.
at
Like
this
when
point,
she asked that, I thought that was so interesting because she said, "Get out," and I was like, "But there's so much unfinished business." And then I was trying to think, I'm like, "What's so unfinished?" And I was like, "Okay, Noah, unfinished. Her and her dad aren't cool anymore, unfinished. I don't know if her and her mom will ever be cool because that is
So that just might
that
be.
is like we'll just finish
Yeah.
on that."
Yeah.
The thing that's interesting is she's pulling for Sophia to live there, which means like you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It was that was a lot to reveal at
It's
one
interesting.
time.
Yeah. I think sometimes the closest thing to you, she ran away for 20 years. I think is what it
20
was.
years, yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's still family. She still loves her father.
Does
she
she?
loves
Oh,
her.
no, her dad.
No,
Yeah,
her
yeah,
father.
yeah,
Her
yeah,
father.
yeah.
She loves her father.
Like us, our mama.
She loves her father. She's probably
Miss May.
probably a little cold on Carissa, but a little
true,
cold on
true,
Carissa. And
true.
and I think we're gonna explore the relationship between her and Charity more in second season. Why there might be some tension between them, but it's still family. Like at the end of the day, I think everybody, not everybody, I can't speak for everybody, but I just think most people, you want to latch onto people, and humans were meant to be together around
we're
each
meant to
other.
be
Like we're not meant to be
meant to
isolated.
love.
So if you have an opportunity to raise your daughter around other family members,
Yeah.
why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that point because it was really interesting when she was like, "Okay, you can get out now. We did it. See ya." And she's like,
It was almost like
Yeah.
a get out while you can.
It
That's
was,
how I
yeah.
felt. It was like the
Yeah.
urgency in her look was like, sweetie, you
It's
came and you did exactly what the Lord put you here to do. Now
Yeah.
I need you to go.
Right.
You gotta
Because
love
the shit is finna, you need to get out while you can. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know why Gigi wants to stay.
Yeah, I thought that
I'm
was
a
like
little
so,
lost now.
Yeah, I thought that was so poignant
Yeah.
when Mavis had said the church is what made them do these things.
Yes.
The church is what's caused this breakdown.
See,
And so-
that was
Yeah.
a lot for me to handle because
Yeah.
like the church, that's so many people.
Yeah.
Depending on what
That's
church, the church could be
real.
40 people, the church could be 1,000 people. And are you saying that these human beings purposely did this? No, I'm sure they didn't. But
Yeah.
is there a culture of something that isn't.
Well, if she's saying the church ultimately has to make money, when people are in charge of having to make money, that's gonna be the end of it all. That's
I mean, but
gonna,
if I go to any type of church, I'm not there saying like, oh, the church, it's for them to make money. No, I'm going because I need to get something spiritually or whatever. So it's like, I thought that was such an interesting line, because I have been to the megachurch and I've also been to the smaller church. And I think, and it's like, just thinking of the dynamics of those churches, it's like, are we a part of that problem?
But see,
Just
I think
being
I think what people forget is the church is not the building. The church is the people.
Yeah.
No.
So when she said, the church did this, it's not, I don't think she meant it in a sense as like everybody has choices, point blank period. I think that when things got good, they got a little too good, you feel me? And they may have lost sight of
What was happening.
Exactly, of the true purpose of spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. And it's not being about the money, you feel me? But we need to understand what made it, what is it that happened that made it get to wherever it got to? Whatever it's the bishop is hiding or whatever is going on, we need to still find out. There's
'cause
still
we still
so
have
much
this
backstory
huge
that we
max
don't
secret
know.
that- my God.
Yeah.
Did you have something for that?
As far as what's going on with Bishop, in
Well,
terms
just
of
like the idea of like the church made them do this.
well, I think anytime you put a lot of people together
Yeah.
in any environment, you're gonna get a lot of different ways that people act. So there's gonna be some flawed human beings that are gonna have the opportunity to implement their flawed action into any, whether it be a church or a business or anything, So I don't necessarily, I won't say that the church made him do it, because the church is just only, it's only what the people that make up the church. So I would say, it's more so the people.
The things are not looking good for the church right now.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go into predictions. You can abstain or feel free to tell us yours.
Wink, wink.
Okay.
We'll start with you, Mr.
Yeah.
Carter.
Well, I mean, we got one episode left, y'all. At this point, I'm scared, y'all. Like, it's so much that we don't know.
Yeah.
So it's so much that can happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's just like, I feel like something is just getting ready to happen, and it's gonna leave us like, no.
See, and that's
You feel me?
If y'all
You
do that,
already know we're gonna die, and we have to
too
wait
much.
all the way till season 2. So I'm just like, I'm scared for next week, y'all. I can't predict anything. I'm
No
too
cliffhangers,
scared.
no
I
big
don't know
cliffhangers, please.
anything. Like,
Hilarious.
I have no clue what's gonna happen, y'all. So TBA though.
Somebody said, anyone think there was any irony in that scene between Mae and Jacob where there was a shot of the family without grace, a portrait? I didn't.
And you
People are examining
I
that.
love
crazy,
you
y'all.
I
guys.
have to
Stop
go
it.
back. I have to go back.
I'm like, see, that's petty for one. They need to include you, Grace and Veni.
you said something about that too.
I did,
Which is scary. I don't even want to go down that route. I don't
Okay.
even want you to say it.
I'm trying to figure out like what did I say when we were watching?
Because to that point, you made a point like, well, what if, in fact, that...
Oh, what I said. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so I don't like what I said. I'm gonna say it anyway and see what you see.
Okay.
Don't even look at me. Okay. There was this big secret apparently. Now it's so far-fetched, so really it's okay. But there was this big secret that we want Bishop to reveal to Lady Mae and to us as an audience. And I just had this moment when Bishop sat down with Lady Mae and in the preview he said, I want to tell you something that I haven't told anybody else. And for a quick second I said, what if he says you're not my real daughter? Now that's Craig. But possible.
And
This is
to
Greenleaf.
her not being in the picture.
Like her not being in the
was like,
picture and
"Nah,
like
I can't take that if that's part of the story. I can't.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's
Well,
a lot.
that picture was taken while she was away. She just came back.
So I need to move on.
So that's I can put that to rest. I'm not gonna spoil anything else, but she was gone for 20 years.
Cool.
So if you think 20 years ago, we would have been little kids, me and Charity. So that photo was obviously taken when she wasn't.
Cool.
there.
Let's
Because y'all, I was gonna fall out
Love
the damn
it.
chair. Y'all
But
was like, I'm finna fall
everything
out the chair. I can't
else-
take it.
I don't
Winner
know.
all games.
Well, my thing
So,
is
yeah, what's
okay.
your
So
prediction?
predictions that are actually realistic. Since Scary Season Family. I'm really interested to see Mavis and Lady Mae's reaction next week because we have not had them talk this
Man,
entire
yeah,
time. That's what I'm really
Y'all
excited
gonna-
about because
y'all
there's
gonna
some.
be
I don't want to say hate, but there's some boiling tension between them, and I would love to finally see what's going on, because Grace is kind of their in between, and she's also on a spectrum between them, and she swings. I mean, has she really swung to her mom's side? Not really. But is she in between them? Yeah. So it's like, I would love to see, does Lady Mae actually come to Grace's defense in something? How does that relationship work? So I'm really excited about that. And I want to see Isabel back, and I want Noah to make a decision next week. That's what I want.
You're like, this has to
I just want to
happen.
know who to root for.
Yeah.
You need to tell me who to root for.
Oh, well,
Who
I
are you
think
rooting for?
between Noah and
Isabella or Noah and Grace?
Look, man,
As a viewer, who are you rooting for?
Yeah.
as a viewer,
Yeah.
it's something about Isabel and Noah.
Aww.
You might have that person in your life that it just is never going to work. And you guys might have had history together, and you guys might be attracted to each other, might have great, time in the bedroom.
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
But it just might never work. And I think that if you look at it from a viewer, I don't know why Grace loves Noah, but I know why Isabella loves Noah. Like, I don't know why, other than we were together when we were 15.
20 years ago.
Yeah, like I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it.
That's just a
But with
mature viewpoint.
Isabel, like, anytime someone cheats on you and you're like, I hate you, but I love you. I love you. Yeah.
Tell us the truth.
So
all right, Isabel.
That's a nice viewpoint.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going the other way. I want, I like that new love, or that young love,
Yeah.
and them trying to get that back. But my prediction for next week, I think that Gigi, she was kind of brought there to bring the church down. I think God moved her in there to bring the church down. And so I think she is going.
Wait, what? You think what?
In this way, I think she's going to be
Like,
made
reveal some stuff.
She's going to be made the pastor. And I think I think it's possible the deacon board is going to force that on them, because clearly they've drawn their lines in the sand. They're not going to do it. I think it'll be forced upon them, and she's going to be kind of left holding the key, and just like, I guess I have to do this. And now you hate me even more. But I think maybe she'll be there to clean it up to whatever degree it needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
I can totally see her marching around as a pastor, and not marching in a bad way, but like really she knows how to do it.
But I think she'll be super reluctant, and then she'll find her stride. But
I like
we'll
that.
see. We'll
That's
see. Get
interesting.
her back on the pulpit, right?
Is Noah standing next to her when that's happening?
And that my predictions
That's
are
what I'm
wacky
trying
on
to
that
figure
whole relationship.
Man, that would be something to see. That would be something to see.
Wow.
Well, we are just so delighted that you joined us. You're like,
Yeah,
this
of
was
course.
a heck of an episode. You
Thank you.
killed
Good
it.
job.
Your acting in that scene, that performance was beyond.
Superb.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
When you get the script, whose lines do you run to besides your own?
Lady Mae.
Cause she got them lines.
Man, they
got them
write for her
lines.
so funny.
Man, like
She get all. I'm like, man, can I get a punchline every other day?
Oh my God.
Lady
And
Mae,
only
man.
she can deliver it the way
only
she
her.
delivers
Only
it.
her, y'all.
Yeah, man, yeah, Lady Mae,
With
easy.
voice.
Miss Lynn Whitfield,
But at
gotta
the
come
same
in
time,
next.
it's I go to her lines first because I know they're gonna be funny, and then I read Keith's line in Keith's voice in my head. I'm like, oh, I was like, that's how you say it. Okay,
That is hilarious.
All right, Keith.
love
All right.
it.
Because the way he delivers it, you wouldn't even think of it until you hear it from him.
Yeah.
It's like,
You like, all right.
He got that voice.
Corinne, it's so funny. A lot of the other actors that have come on, I love hearing who they run to first, and it's just so interesting because Keith is definitely one line that they're just like, how? There's nobody else can say this.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Anything else you're working on that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, I just did this. I'm working on this short for the Weinstein Company. So Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, dope.
It's I'm playing something totally different than Kevin. So it'll be fun. They're a huge production company,
Yes.
so it's always good to work with people that are doing big things.
Love it.
So
Yay.
We'll be on the
We'll
lookout
look out
for
for
sure.
that.
yeah, thank you.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us. My name is Shaka Smith. As always, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong.
Yes.
You already know though. You can find me everywhere at Mr. Carter.
Thank you guys for watching. Love seeing you. Next week is the season finale. Oh my gosh. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeStace. I'll see you there.
All right. We want Ty White across all of them. Yeah, that's
Easy.
the easy one.
I love
See you
it.
guys next
Thanks for
week.
having me. I've been here so many times.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.